Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On one, ready?
They begin the drive with Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 10.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the...
And now look at him go.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Play action. It's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, report.
Back to throw. That is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
You look at this Baltimore defense. Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Burrow will throw. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw is Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 31 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Ravens in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they could be feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That nigga going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changed. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle?
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go, here we go.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have regained the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No, we changed it. We changed it. What is it?
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
12. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11-90.
Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11 MP pace. 11 MP pace.
To the air again, Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
65 yards.
and the Ravens Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
12.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
11.
Again, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Ravens 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bengals have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that is now his fifth interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now Burrow on first down. He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 26 yards.
Here we go.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 MT, take. 11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They run. It's Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
3rd down and 2.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases him, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
11 MT.
First down, here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy.
Taking it right down Broadway. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Javonte Williams. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Hey, report! Report!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep. And now it's Jackson off play action. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Back to throw here. Throw caught by Flowers. 7 yards to pick up there. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Jackson.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Morales. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And now here's another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot